It's Sunday and it's time for pasta. Today we're making a traditional Italian dish called Manicotti. Don't be intimidated, it's super easy. We're gonna put it together in seconds, cook it up, make some nice crepes, fill it with some ricotta cheese, bake it off. You'll have it on your table by dinner, no problem whatsoever. Let's get started. This is a real simple batter. We're gonna use 2 cups of milk, 2 cups of flour, and 4 eggs. Start whipping that together. And it's going to create a batter, which is going to be our crepe. So one of the tricks to this is to use margarine. And you want to melt the margarine to liquid form, set it aside, and let it cool. And what the margarine is going to do is going to keep it from being sticky, and it's not going to stick to your pan. You want to add a little bit of salt. Remember that margarine I told you about? You want it melted. And we're going to put that right into our batter. I just microwaved that for like 15 seconds, so you don't want it soft, you want it melted, make it liquid. Set that off, whisk it up, set it to the side, let it rest. We're gonna make our stuffing now. Now our stuffing is real easy. We're using a whole milk ricotta cheese, a little bit of black pepper, of course garlic, some Romano cheese, and some pesto. So we got our stuffing ready. Let's head to our Teflon pan and get our crepes made. We're going to take these beautiful Buffalo Hotel pans and get started on our crepes. Even though I know they're not going to stick because I got that margarine in there, I'm still going to touch it with a little olive oil. If you don't have olive oil and you want to use Pam, the nonstick spray, go right ahead. It'll make your life a lot easier. So we got a little touch of olive oil in there. I'm just going to wipe it around the Teflon. And I want to wipe that excess out because I don't want these to stick. So we're going to use a ladle. It's going to take a couple of tries just so you get the size right and the amount right. Got our pan, and you want to make them just, put them in the center and let it roll around. You can see how that's working. It's got a little extra olive oil in there. Then we're going to let that cook, and now as it bubbles on the top, you know the bottom is going to cook. We're going to flip it over. It's done. It takes seconds. So if you have the Teflon pan and it's got the nonstick on there and you give it a little shake and you see how it rock and rolls like that, it's that easy. So the crepe is done. So what we want to do is we want to put it on a cutting board. So I'm going to get to making some more crepes. We're going to fill up that baking sheet and we're going to bake them off. Just let it sit, let it cool. That way we can work with it and won't burn our fingers. Now that our shells are cooked, nice and thin and cooled and they're easy to handle, we're going to lay them out on our cutting board. We're going to take about a tablespoon of ricotta cheese filling. Then we're going to put them on a baking sheet with a little tomato sauce, and you want to bake them seam side down so they're easy to get off the tray. So let's head over to the oven, 350 degrees, half an hour. We'll be ready for these Manicotti. So our Manicotti are baked, the edges are nice golden brown, the cheese is creamy in the center, nice and hot. Any day that ends in Y, including today, is a good time for Manicotti. Come dine with me, Western New York.